Okay guys, I thought I'd jump on here for a few minutes today and let you look through this toolbox. Toolbox reviews is something I've always sort of enjoyed looking at from time to time on YouTube, see how everybody's got their stuff set up for different applications. But this is an 18-inch Torin cantilever box. It's a cheap box. I think I paid like $35 on eBay about a year ago. But my end goal when I set this up was just to have a decent assortment of mechanics tools to handle breakdowns in the field and adjustments and stuff like that. And it's been good for us. It's been in and out of my truck at least once a week since I put it together. It's held up great. It's covered most of everything I've needed it to do. We've adjusted plows, we've adjusted discs, we've reset trip bottoms on plows, changed hydraulic hoses, we've worked on bush hogs, we've worked on cultivators, we've adjusted disc bedders, we've hung gates, we've adjusted gates, just all kinds of stuff that you gotta do when you're farming. Our main farm we grow produce on is about 5 miles from the house here and the shop. And it's not always convenient to bring stuff back over here when we have an issue. So just having this on the truck, it's helped a lot. There's nothing in here that's really expensive. Actually, there's nothing that's expensive at all. There's no Snap-on, Matco, any of that stuff. A lot of this has come from flea markets. A lot of this is duplicates. Some of it's came from Walmart. So 3/8 sockets. That's a crescent set. That was, when I bought it, about $35 at Ace Hardware. I think they're a little more than that now. That's 5/16 to 3/4, I think, and then 8 to 19 millimeter. No complaints there. They're black finish, but they're not impact. That's just an industrial finish they put on them. There's a 8-inch Sears flea market fine wrench. And then Craftsman USA standard wrenches, 1/4 to 15/16. I've had those forever. A lot of people don't like those, but I don't really have any complaints. This side, metric. I think 8 to 19. I don't carry anything bigger than 19 in this box. Really the only thing we've got that's metric is the tractors, and usually what we're working on is the attachments, so I've not really saw a need to carry bigger than that. Cheap paintbrush to dust stuff off with. Small tape measure, that's handy to take adjustments, measurements, like on plows and stuff when you're trying to set those. Putty knife, Harbor Freight picks, 6-inch extension, 3/8 drive, chisel, bigger chisel, couple punches. Not a set of anything there, just stuff that we use. That fell out. That's a 6-in-1 micro screwdriver. Closes up like a pin. That's handy once in a while. Spark plug sockets. Just an assortment of screwdrivers. Taper round file. 1/4 spinner handle that you can use as an extension. Put your ratchet right there. Use that all the time on small engines. 2-pound hammer. 3 would have been better, but didn't fit in here as well. Zip ties. Here's a standard fold-up X key set, Harbor Freight. Metric fold-up X key set, Harbor Freight. Torx fold-up X key set, Harbor Freight. I think all 3 of those were $6 on sale. Cheap pry bar. Don't remember where that came from. It's been decent. I think they call this a lady slipper. When you buy these, this is from Harbor Freight. When you buy these, they're awful. You've got to do some grinding on them. They've got a lot of mold marks and rough edges and sharp edges, but about 5 minutes with a bench grinder will fix it. Bell and twine, if you're watching this, you know what that's for. Snap ring pliers. This is actually one of the only tools that wasn't in here when I put it together originally, but these are a must-have. And then here's all the different size tips. And 12-inch adjustable flea market wrench, Armstrong. That's an excellent wrench. Walmart wire brush. I don't see any sense in spending more on one. There's a pair of 10-inch vice grips that replaced a pair of 10-inch from Harbor Freight that were junk. Here's a quarter drive Walmart socket set. Use that a lot. You wouldn't think that there's much application for quarter drive on farm equipment, but that's been really handy. Nice small case. 20 bucks. Don't know if they still stock them, but they had them around Christmas last year. There's a 1-inch through 1.25 inches. Those are 3 Craftsman and an Apple Professional, and the 1.25 is the biggest wrench I carry. Wouldn't mind having the 1 5/16 in here too, but they don't really fit. Threaded rod. I don't carry a lot of extra bolts. This is my workaround for that. I keep 1/4, 5/16, 3/8 and 1/2 threaded rod. In this tin, there's about 4 or 5 nuts and washers of each size, and a few hose clamps, and a couple garden hose washers. That's just to get you out of a jam type thing. There's also a couple shear bolts in there for PTO lines and a few cotter keys. Electrical tape. There's your farmer's first aid kit, that and paper towels. And then over here, it's pliers, cutters, needle nose, slip joint. That's Harbor Freight. Can't think of the brand offhand. It's the same thing as a 430 channel lock, 10-inch. Walmart flat file. Those are really good for the money, actually. Those are handy. And that was afterthought to throw those in here. I use those all the time for randomness. Those are like $6 or $7 at Lowe's. I'm not a big fan of Craftsman pliers, but that set right there is, they've done so much randomness and got me out of so many tight spots. I recommend those. So I think that about covers it. I've also got impact sockets and a D-wall impact that stays on the truck. I didn't bring in here, but between those two things in this box, handled 95% of everything we've needed to do since I put it together. Has saved countless trips back over here to the shop. And if you're doing any farming and you're on a small enough scale that you can't justify a service truck, but you need a decent assortment of tools with you, this right here will definitely make your life easier. So hope you guys have enjoyed this, and we'll catch you next time.